morning. How you guys doing? I bet you weren't expecting me to be here live today. I'm just hanging tight. Hanging tight. Waiting for a phone call or making a phone call. Got my cell phone here and charging it. In the meantime, let's do a little plowing. Make this beet field. I was going to make it twice as big, but it's going to be a little more than twice as big. One little too big. It's okay, right? With the new beet harvester, it wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible. Not like it used to be. And this is honestly one of the best tractors to pull this plow because of the horsepower needed. This plow needs 85 horsepower and this tractor is 90 horsepower. Does that line up? Okay, that's just a texture thing. Okay, we're good. So, long hauler, last time used this tractor, and it's like, oh, that's by far the better tractor to use. Why's my blade down? That's better. That's much better. Should have been pushing dirt, shouldn't it have? One second. Let me get this so I can see how many of you guys are here watching. No, lay down. Okay. I've definitely caught myself a little bit of a cold, but that's okay. All right, says there's 2 of you guys in here already. Three. Awesome sauce for a Wednesday morning. I wasn't expecting much. What's the inside of this thing look like? Been a while. 2 shifters there, left and the right. A couple of controls there. One of them is probably throttle. Oh no, throttle would be the sticks pushing them further and forward, right? Left and the right brake and a clutch. Nice little tractor from the 50s. Just Joe, welcome in. How's it going, Joe? Okay. Great field back on. Good. Other than me being at home during the week, I'm doing good. What happened was a driver couldn't make it. Basically, a driver yesterday morning had issues with his load delivering. And I think a breakdown. And because of that, he was going to be delayed enough that he could not pick up the load that I have on me right now. He was supposed to pick it up today morning and deliver it to Vancouver. And goes, that driver can't make it. And the boss goes, you're the other closest driver, but for you, you're going to be loading a date early. I'm like, oh, no problem, I'll just go home. He goes, well, and he goes, yeah, no, go ahead, go home. like, I'm not sitting in Vancouver a day. Well, it's plus 3.7 Celsius here. Raining. I think we have your weather. Honestly, we need our weather back. We need the snow. Caught myself a bit of a cold, so I'm all coughing and congested. So what's the temperature in Oklahoma right now? And do you guys have lots of snow? Because I know Texas got a bunch of snow. Right now you have about 10 inches of snow. Hey, Cody. Single digits, I'm guessing you mean Fahrenheit. Don't know what that means, but minus 0, what, probably minus, I'm gonna go with minus 18. I think that's probably close, minus 18 Celsius. That's something only Americans do. You guys just say temperature, minus 0. The rest of the world always goes minus 20 Celsius, minus 20 Fahrenheit. Got minus 23 Celsius a couple of days. I think that's just something with your media and your education system. It's just embedded in Americans to say it that way. The education system. It's just that it gives Americans that feel of my way is the only way, right? The whole not America first, but only America. Wind chill's supposed to be around that this weekend, minus 23 Celsius. I don't think we've hit that temperature at home here yet. We've been close to it, but we haven't hit it yet. Up when I was up in Edmonton, we definitely hit that, but not here. My friends hit minus 43 Celsius, which at Fahrenheit and Celsius at minus 40 is the same thing. And then the feels like was minus 57 Celsius, the wind chill. Just insane. Now that's cold. But here in BC, the lower mainland and the Okanagan we're kind of stuck in our own little pocket here of really nice warm weather. Well, the coldest you've ever experienced was Yellowknife. Yeah, winter Yellowknife, you definitely hit minus 40 for a couple of weeks in late January, early February. Definitely minus 40s. We'll plow this field. We got a whole bunch of sunflower to still harvest. We have a bunch of fields that still need to be fertilized, limed, and I would like to cut grass too. At least one more time. We'll see if we get to it. It's 12:25. already, so it's noon. What time of year were you in Yellowknife? How about you, Cody? What temperature are you at? I wasn't expecting a lot of viewers on a Wednesday morning, but I expected more than 2. It is what it is, right? If I get 2 viewers and make 30 cents on ads, that'd be awesome. Actually, with 2 viewers, I'm not going to make 30 cents. It's going to be more like 3 cents, but whatever. I'm playing a game I enjoy, right? Got a whole bunch of logs to pick up. I've stacked them on the side. Had to cut down some forest to make this field. Also cut down trees down in other fields, so there's a little more of a space at the end row, at the end of the field. So that'll be nice. Once you have this plowed, we can buy this crop info. Well, no, can't, because we haven't harvested the sunflowers yet. I could buy field 41 and 42, even though we have just a tiny little bit of field into those, but you better be sorry. You're the only one keeping my chat alive. Like you better be incredibly sorry. You know what? We should put up Just Joe music. Do I have Just Joe music on here? Maybe I don't. No! I don't have Just Joe on here. Unbelievable. I'm fired. You work for an industrial mining company. We're up in the Tramengian site. I don't know how to pronounce that, but remediation. Nice. Yeah, Duke. Something went wrong, but not with me for once. Another driver. And today's Wednesday morning? Wait, what? Today's not Wednesday morning. Today's Thursday morning. Oh, scared the crap out of me there for a bit, Duke. Okay, Thursday morning. Duke, don't do that to me. All right, so Duke, on Wednesday morning, a different truck driver broke down. He was scheduled to pick up a very time-sensitive load on Thursday morning and deliver to Vancouver Friday morning. The site's a very high production site. They build the building as you unload the load. I said Wednesday morning, did I? Well, then I scared the heck out of myself. So that truck driver that was supposed to pick up that load broke down, and the boss goes, I already know for a fact he can't make it back to the Kootenays. to load this load on Thursday morning. He goes, "Are you all right taking that load on Wednesday morning?" He goes, "With the weather and the road delays, you might need the extra time." I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. But forget the extra time. I'm just going home for a few hours. So I got home yesterday evening, spent the night at home, and... Huh? Okay. Just stepped on a wet floor. I made the floor wet. My bad. And then I get to leave right after lunch. Now this is a customer that is really, really picky. Needs us to be there exactly on time. But they have no qualms about changing their schedule. They want us there at a certain time, but they don't care if they cancel us. So I'm going to call the boss and get them to call the customer right at lunch. I'll end the stream right at lunch. So in about 2.5 hours, I'm going to call and double check that they are still on schedule for me to deliver Monday, 7:30. Not Monday, Friday, 7:30 in the morning. My instinct says it's going to be Monday. I know I'm in the dark. Am I too much in the dark? Should I turn the lights on? Yeah, obviously I don't know which day of the week it is anymore. Is that better? Blinding headlights in my face. I'll gladly take some tea. Here you go. Here you can have this mug. Look at this cool mug. It's a plaid moose. It's awesome. So if you see me go live tomorrow morning, you know what happened. Lights, gotta see your pretty face. Well, as long as I'm not wearing a pretty hat. Wait, this is the pretty hat. This is the pretty hat. This hat makes me feel pretty. I think it's one of my most expensive hats. The top hat matches the price, I think, or close. Oh, the cowboy hat too. Yep. Yep. There is snow on the passes. Hang on, guys. Let's go take a look at Drive BC. Drive BC. What do we got here? Major delay. I wish we knew what major delay meant. Is that a 15-minute delay or 2-hour delay? That's slushy and wet. Looks like black ice. Sunday Summit looks good. Highway 3 looks good. What does the connector look like? Ooh. Ooh. She's miserable. Yeah. Coca-Cola Summit. Not bad. I think 3 is the way to go. As long as this delay is not more than an hour, then I could get in trouble. Yeah. Like when they say major delay, what do they mean by major delay? Basically, the road got washed out. Oh, they're in the midst of major repairs. But you have to drive through this deep little, narrow little dip to get through there, so... So I gotta leave early enough to be set up for those major delays. So yeah, 12 o'clock sharp. This stream ends. I would like food right around 12 o'clock. Please, if you could manage that. Please. She said I almost said please. I thought if you could manage it, wasn't that a please, in my opinion? What's the point of the word please when you're forced to say it? When I said it polite, if you can manage to do that. Yes. Drive BC is really good. Other provinces and states are not as good. Some states have a really bad website. Some provinces have a really bad website. Oh, I know they're doing a blitz. Holy crap, are they doing a blitz? For Lona. They're still doing a speeding blitz. Yeah. Because I saw so many cops on the roads this week. Cops are just everywhere. So they're going after school zones. Uh-huh. Good job I don't speed through school zones. I know the Vernon scale had like 8 officers there just standing around. I'm like, I got on the radio, I was like, guys, make sure you got all your I's crossed and all your T's dotted, because chances of getting a full inspection at the Vernon scale is high. Usually they have 1 or 2 officers there. Hey, Joel. Load a bridge backed up. So that's my worry if I leave today too late. Oh, I'm stuck in traffic for this high value load. If I screw this up, the boss is going to be pissed at me because I had 2 days to get there. Catch me speeding again. That video's coming this Monday, I think. Just said it was hard to actually pay that ticket. The government ticket paying system, you can't even do it online. You have to go do it by phone. So you can't go to Service BC and pay for it. Well, at least someone wasn't pissed off that it wasn't me paying the ticket. She called the Service BC site in Vancouver, and they're like, as long as we know the driver's license number and a credit card in my name, they don't care who's paying the ticket. I think in Vancouver more rich people do that. Yeah, rich people do that, so they're okay with having assistance. You're my assistant. I'm like, why does it matter if someone's paying the ticket? Why does it matter who's paying the freaking ticket? What's wrong with a stranger paying for a ticket? For crying, you're getting your money. like what? What kind of fraud do you think is getting committed here by paying a ticket by somebody else? What? Like, I could have somebody from Oklahoma paying for the ticket. Why do you care? You're getting your money. It's like I'm paying for a speeding ticket. Thanks, Jess, for paying for my speeding ticket. Hey, that field is plowed. pretty cheap buying the field information because you're only buying that little slot there. 260 bucks, whatever. We're rich. And then we'll have to rebuy these two. I can rebuy this one already. That's been harvested. All we have to do is buy this one. That's it. Just have to buy that one square, and then the whole map is on the same sequence. Hey, Farmer Donkey! How's it going? So I gotta keep harvesting that sunflower. And I gotta keep liming these fields and fertilizing these fields. So let's bring this tractor back home and we'll work on some of that fertilizing stuff. Now this tractor is really good on the field, but for a road transport you almost need to put it on a trailer because it's so slow. We have a truck that might work for that. I could have done that. I'm doing fabulous, donkey. But I always said I'm never ever going to get a ticket unless I do something stupid and make a mistake. I will never get a ticket because I'm doing something on purpose. Like, I'm not trying to run illegal. I'm not running a load that I know is illegal. I'm not speeding beyond the normal speeding. I mean, I always speed. I'm always doing 5 to 7 over the speed limit. But I'm not getting a ticket for that. 17 over? Frowned upon. The next week, I did, or maybe the same week. Yeah, the same week. I did 14 over right next to a cop. 14 over was fine. The cop didn't mind. But 17 over was too much. And this is in kilometers. But if I get caught doing something or get caught, it'll be I made a stupid mistake somewhere, right? They changed the speed limit from 100 kilometers to 80 kilometers, and my brain forgot that, and I went and did 97 in a 80. Oops. Duke says, you know what? At first I didn't feel like playing, but I could at least finish them some sunflowers for you. Booting up FS22. You don't have to join, man. Let's take a shortcut. This tractor's so slow. And there's no field here other than grass. I don't think it's unrealistic to take a shortcut. Iron Thunder, how's it going? You had fun playing Repo with Iron Thunder? Canuck and Navi, I missed 4-player Repo? That sounds like fun, actually. Here we go. Here we go. No updates for what? Highway 3. I think I'm just going to leave right after lunch. Like make the phone calls, eat food. By 1 o'clock the truck's rolling. It gives me an extra hour of delay time. And then I'm going to untarp tonight because the customer's okay with that if I unpark just down the road from where they are. And then I got to head into Vancouver, not downtown Vancouver, no, edge of the actual Vancouver. not Greater Vancouver, but into Vancouver during rush hour in the morning. I'll leave a little extra early there too, but they don't want me too early on site. Very picky site. Killer Rock says, I'm guessing you're from Canada.
Oh, Canada, a home and native land.
What gave that away, man? What gave that away? Is there anything here giving it away? Well, all the maple leaves, maybe? Maybe all the maple leaves. Members all being maple leaves. Maybe the maple leaves gave it away. I mean, I wasn't born Canadian. Well, technically I was. Oh, talking about British Columbia. Okay. Vancouver, British Columbia. Yeah. That seems fair. Vancouver could have given me, if I had just talked about Vancouver, it could have been Washington. But Vancouver, Canada is definitely more well known than Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver, Washington is just half of Portland on the other side of the state, or different state. Other side of the Columbia River. Columbia River, right? Yeah, that's Columbia River. I drive over the Columbia River almost every day. But in the Kootenays of British Columbia. Oh. Yeah. Okay. When you said that loop, I was talking about Kootenay. What? Okay. Do we really need fuel? Guess not, but I'm lined up here. Might as well top it off. Oh, get out on this side of the tractor. Whole right-hand drive thing. No, don't get into it again, you Goomba. Oh, come on. BRB.
I'll be back.
There we go. How's it going, Duke?
It's going.
You made it in on the first try.
I did. I already got a full load of sunflowers already.
I wonder if the mod changes we'd made enough of a difference that it's less of a problem.
I don't know. Errors in this game can be so random, who knows?
Jess has a good point. When she's been in the game, when another player's in the game, you have a harder time joining. Last 2 times you've joined, Jess wasn't on the server. The other times, Jess was already on the server.
Oh, so it's her fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Jess says nothing new. Thank you for the tea. I appreciate it. Those poor green machines just stuck sitting here and nothing to do. Because they don't have a green header. No sunflower header for those green machines.
Useless.
Nina, how's it going? This is a surprise. It was a surprise for me too. I came home yesterday and Jess goes, "You're doing a live stream, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yep. I am." Oh no! I had crate field on.
Oops.
I have destroyed our garage. All right, what kind of ground texture did we use here? Not that one. Nope. Nope, that's not quite right either. It's dark like that though.
Only got a billion of them to choose from.
Come on. Which one is it?
It'll be the last one you choose.
Obviously. Because I'm going to stop looking. Only making it worse. For crying out loud. Maybe the texture is only there when you place the building. This might be it. Yeah, that looks right. And you're right. That was the last one I picked. Almost feel
Ivy
like
loves it when I say that when she loses something, and I always tell her, "Hey, you'll find it in the last place you look."
because you don't look after that. So it's 100% truth of a statement. There we go. I made it even look better than it was before. Now, we'll back up, not lower the plow, just drop it, and then shut the engine off. Can't screw it up that way now, can we? All right. So, Nina, what happened was, and anyone else that's been joining, what happened was, truck driver broke down yesterday morning, and he was scheduled to pick up a load in the Kootenays today morning. But the truck driver broke down like in the Vancouver, like many, many hours away from where he's supposed to pick up a load the next day. So the boss goes, with the repairs going on with that truck, I guarantee that truck's not going to make it to pick up this time-sensitive load. There's a bird walking on the walls, guys. I got too close. So, boss asked if I could do the favor of picking up that load. For me, I'm already in that area, which means I'm going to be loading a whole day early. And I just go, yeah, sure. I'm just going to go home. He goes, well, I mean, like, I don't know if you need to go home, but I'm like, do the math, man. I'm just going to go home because I'm going to have yesterday evening and all of today morning to sit around in Vancouver. It's going to be like half a day of downtime. And I'm not doing that in Vancouver. No, thank you. And he goes, yeah, sure, go home. It's an hour delay of fuel that he has to pay for, right? It's Wrangler-saurus. Peace and love, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. It seems today, on a Thursday morning stream, a lot of you creators are hanging around, but not a lot of other normal viewers. I don't know if I've had this many creators come in here before. I'll fire up this John Deere Lance Bulldog. John Deere bought out the Lance company in the 50s. And they kept making the same tractors for a while. They kept making the Lance tractors. They didn't re-dye the whole factory. They just kept making the Lance tractors. All they did was put a John Deere badge on the side of the tractor. Eventually, when they did re-dye, they kept the Lance name. So there are green John Deeres out in the world that look just like a John Deere with a Lance name on the side. Honey wagon. Where are you, honey wagon? Right there. Let's spread some honey, honey, honey. Really smelly job. Good thing smell-o-vision isn't a thing. They tried that back in the day, didn't they? Smell-o-vision? It was very much a failed experiment.
There was a movie theater I went to once that had more than that. It would like if you were, like, I remember one part of the movie where you're like going down a river, they like mist water on you.
Oh yeah.
And then if there was an earthquake, the seat would vibrate.
And then heat
stuff
and
like that.
cold, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think blowing air as well. I think it was like, isn't that like at a Disney place or something like that? Or a Warner Brothers thing? There's some kind of special theater that did that, right? There's probably a couple theaters.
I was like a little kid. I just barely remember it.
Did Ontario Place have something like that? I can't remember. But I've heard of. I've never gone to. And I heard some places did pump in smells for those. You know where else they pump in smells? At Walmart's. When you walk into the front entrance, they pump in smells from the bakery. Literally have the bakery vented all the way to the entrance.
Same reason they put the milk all the way in the back.
Because you're guaranteed to buy milk. So they're going to force you to walk through the whole store to buy milk. Electronics too. Why are you going to a Walmart? To go visit electronics, to go buy milk. That's why that is all on the back wall. You had to walk through the whole store to get there.
I used to work for Walmart. I know most of their dirty little secrets.
Yep. You're being manipulated wherever you go. If you want to eat healthy, stay on the outside loop of the Walmart. Don't go in the center aisles. All the dairy and produce and meat in the bakery is all on the outside wall. The stuff that you actually need. All the snacks and stuff you walk by. So only buy food on the outside wall and you'll eat healthier because you've avoided all the chips and the chocolates.
Yeah, I was going to say Wrangler Source. It was one of those bigger, fancier, like, Cinemax theaters or whatever they call them.
40X cinemas put in smells and wind to match the scenes. Never gone to one. That sounds like fun. Some extra senses type of a movies.
I think it was Jurassic Park. When did Jurassic Park come out?
90s?
Early 90s?
No, mid-90s? I think mid-90s? Maybe early 90s. It could have been early 90s. Someone Google it. Okay, 93.
Just seemed like I was younger than that. Maybe I was, maybe I was a little older than that.
You know what I'm looking
when it was
looking forward
when
to?
it was, what's that?
Star Wars, the original, in a theater.
There's talk that that's supposed to happen. I got it on VHS.
The original, nice. You're lucky. Dino Expert was here. Oh, hang on.
I'm pretty sure it was Jurassic Park because I remember, like, in the rainy scenes, they would like mist water on you, and then when the dinosaurs were like walking and crashing, the seat would like vibrate.
All right, when the water would be bouncing on screen, it'll be bouncing your seats.
Yeah.
+6 here. +6 Celsius. +10 by next week. Celsius. Oh boy. What? We're gonna have 50 degrees Fahrenheit by next week.
Wow.
That's not good for a British Columbia Canadian winter. That is not good. I wonder if that's going to create quite a bit of black ice, because overnight it might still freeze. Well, not when it goes that warm, but the flooding is going to be a problem. Although we don't have much snow to melt. This is going to be an interesting spring. Iron Thunder's at -30 Celsius this weekend. Yeah, and we're going to be up to +10 by next week.
Maybe the poles of the Earth are moving. That's weird. That you're warmer than I am. That's usually you're always colder and more
It's
snow.
a very, very weird winter where the lower mainland and the Okanagan are in this pocket of just warm air along the coast. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get cherry blossoms and tulips way too early this year. Yeah, Victoria, Vancouver, it's normal weather. It's just this far inland to be this kind of weather is very unusual. Wranglerosaurus, Ontario. Which Ontario? You have to because anytime you talk on internet about Ontario, people are thinking Ontario, California, or Ontario, Oregon. So you got to clarify Ontario, Canada. I missed where the comment. I think last week parts of Ontario, almost the coldest place on Earth, getting up to -50 Celsius. Yeah, I know our friends in Winnipeg hit -43, and then the feels like was -58, -57, something like that. Iron Thunder goes, "You're really tired of winter? Had to go warm up the tractor starter. It was frozen up." Yeah, well, we haven't had winter here yet. To be completely honest, we haven't had winter yet. I drove to Edmonton. That one trip, that's the only winter I've experienced this winter. Is I drove a, what is that? Not 10, 11 hour drive away from where we are to experience winter. Oh, I'm going to be driving into a storm today. Oh, I'm driving into a rainstorm.
See, that's weird. You should be driving into a snowstorm this time of year.
Not lower mainland, but yes. Over the pass, it should be a snowstorm and not a rainstorm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jess and I had this, I guess the video is going to be coming up. We had this talk on one of the videos where maybe that video is, maybe it's out already, I don't know. But in January, when we jump from in the truck to outside, it should be a foregone conclusion that when we jump out of the truck, we grab the thickest jacket we have and make sure we're wearing our long johns and our winter boots. When we jump out of the big rig, that's just what we would be doing. Have gloves ready under the heater so I can switch them when we're loaded on tarps and stuff. But this winter, when we jump out of the truck, Jess goes, "Hey, do I need a jacket? How cold is it outside?" The question, do I need a jacket, should not be a question we're asking in January. Do I need a jacket? I jumped out in a long sleeve shirt yesterday. Yeah, do I need a jacket in the middle of... This is Canada. Yes, you need a jacket in January, but apparently not this year.
Maybe it's gonna do like the movie Waterworld. The poles are gonna reverse themselves, and the polar caps are gonna melt.
Well, actually, I got a question. Have you guys in the U.S. considered why Trump is so gung-ho about Greenland? Like, why all of a sudden the interest in Greenland? There is a very strategic reason why. Everybody's going to point at military bases in Russia, and that's not the answer. The answer is the ice is melting. Panama Canal is no longer going to be needed. All the boats are going to go through the Northwest Passage, right past Greenland. Right between Greenland and Canada, and Russia, and Alaska. The U.S. would love to control both ends of that waterway with Alaska and Greenland. So strategically, for money, it makes a lot of sense to control Greenland and Alaska.
Isn't there some precious minerals and stuff up there too, like oil and all that? Resources?
As the weather warms up, there's going to be a lot of oil and mines going in up there, because right now it's just not been feasible to mine that stuff or to pump it out because it's too cold and everything's frozen. When it melts, it's feasible to go dig it all up. So Canadian North is going to be natural resource superhighway. Canada, global warming is going to help Canada become one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Same with Russia. Russia will bounce back and become one of the wealthiest countries in the world. That's why the U.S. is freaking out a little bit that they want more control in this new landscape.
I usually don't watch the news on that too much because it's just been so crazy lately.
I don't watch news at all.
Yeah, last I heard, he's kind of backing off because the world is not happy with him right now, and with the riots and stuff going on, he's kind of. Last I heard, he's backing off a little.
Yeah.
Because I think he's like, uh-oh, I think I crossed the line here.
The thing is, the U.S. already has so many military bases in Greenland. Start taking advantage of that. Like there's right ways and wrong ways of negotiating control over those waterways, right? And I don't think force is going to work. Basically, the U.S. is pushing for trying to do land grabs just like Russia is. It seems that the old Cold War is a little bit back. But we haven't realized that China has already won. China controls it all through finances, through manufacturing. Wranglersaurus says, FYI, the magnetic poles have been moving a mile per year. Some years more, some less, but the poles are all over the place.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that North Pole is slowly moving south.
It's moving. If you look, there's actually a map. You can see how it's been moving. It's very random, but the unmistakable fact is that it is moving more and more. It is erratically moving.
They say it. I don't think. Well, yeah, it's been proven. Every so many 100,000 years, the South Pole reverses and flips.
Yeah.
And and it says, according to history, we're already past
that mark,
the dew point where it's supposed to flip. Because they've done like soil samples and stuff that prove that the North Pole used to be the South Pole, and vice versa.
And that has happened many times.
And every so many thousands, I think it's every like 50,000 years or 100,000 years or something like that, it's supposed to flip. And we're like 200,000 years past due. Or something like that. I might have the numbers wrong, but...
Yep, I've seen some documentaries about that too. It's like we're high time for a flip.
And they say when it happens, we're going back to caveman days. Because that's going to mess up the power grid and everything.
I was watching a different scientist that actually addressed that and looking at the studies and goes, it might not affect us as much as we think. Worst case scenario, yes, it would knock everything out, but best case scenario, it might do very little. He goes, best case scenario, it'd be like a big solar flare. So there's different perspectives on that too. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see.
There's no doubt it's going to have some effect on the electromagnetic field.
Yes. Yeah.
And what affects the power grid more than anything.
Yeah. Looking for our manure spreader right there. Right there. I've done all this manure spreading already once, and then I didn't save. What happened was, so don't ever do this, guys, by the way. When you're inside of a game running off of Steam, which I'm running this game off of Steam, when I jump onto the laptop and log into Steam on my laptop and say, yes, log in, kick me off the other system, it kicks you out of game without saving. So don't switch to a different device on Steam, on your phone or on another computer, until you've saved your game that you're in on your current device.
Yeah, but doesn't Steam have a backup create a backup copy of the save? I suppose not until you manually save it.
Yeah.
Because I assume that you got the autosave turned off on this. Because I always turn mine off too.
I do, because it's just annoying.
Yeah.
All right. I remember what I did here. I've got it all messed up.
Yeah, it's always kind of funny when you talk to the younger generation. It's like, ain't you worried about this and worried about that? And I says, I've heard so many doomsday stuff in my years that it just like,
Yeah. It's just another doomsday thing that's going to kill us all, just like Y2K.
Yeah, there's Y2K, 9/11, 2012, the Mayan calendar,
Yeah.
the world is going to end. It's like, you can only...
It's human nature to have, same with a major earthquake, like the big one. It's human nature to have something devastating to look forward to for some reason. It's like, whatever, let it happen. Like, when it happens, what are you going to do? Half the world's going to die? Well, let's find out if I'm going to be half that world till that day. Why worry about it? There's nothing you can do to survive that event. So why worry about it? I think I have this lined up right. Acorns are extremely rare for your seed. See if I can fix this. Watch any dino documentary and you'll realize the Earth's climate is always changing and never set number. So freaking out about it isn't going to fix anything. That's just nature. Yep. I know somebody was worried about Earth and how Earth is going to survive. Like, Earth is going to be fine. If we have a wipeout civilization type of event, nature will recover just fine without humans on it. Earth will be fine.
George Carlin did a thing on that. The Earth will be fine. The Earth is not going anywhere. We are.
Yep.
The planet will heal itself.
Because if you just look at places that have been abandoned by humans, it's amazing how fast nature takes over cities. Just like big cities just disappear fast.
Ooh, that was another good thing they used to show. Was it on the History Channel? Life After People.
I remember seeing
series.
some of those episodes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how quickly, with people doing maintenance, roads, buildings, all that stuff, just.
Yep.
I mean, it's amazing how quickly plants and trees just cover right up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and the closer to the equator, the faster nature takes over, too. It does not take long for nature just to wipe out an area. And you can see climate changes and moves. As the tropics move, those sections will be taken over faster, too, right? So, yeah, Earth will be fine. It doesn't need us. Actually, we are the problem. Earth will actually be in better shape without us on it. We're not very good caretakers of our planet. Yeah, I've said that too before, Wranglersaurus. Just call him Rex. I know that's easier. I don't do things the easy way. When people talk about Atlantis and aliens and ancient evidence of of flying machines and stuff. Maybe that was us. Maybe that was an advanced humans pre-getting wiped out. Imagine knowing you're going to get wiped out. What would you do? You go, hey, we see a end of the world event coming up. We're going to get wiped out as a human race. What kind of evidence would you leave behind? You would write stuff in rock.
Well, just as a fellow person who does transfer, VHS tapes are already deteriorating
Oh
at an
yeah.
alarming rate. I've done home movies where I got to clean the mold off the tape, and I do everything I can to preserve as much of it as I can, but it's definitely deteriorated.
Fast, yeah.
There's some tapes that they're almost unplayable.
So you wouldn't want to record things electronically.
Nope.
They found stuff in pyramids that confuse us, and they're like, that looks like a battery, or that looks like some kind of weird weapon, some futuristic weapon. That looks like something like, well, yeah, maybe they had those technologies back then, and they were trying to communicate to us in rock, to recover. Who knows, right? You can't deny that that's a possibility.
Look how fast the media changed just in the past 50 years.
Yeah.
Try finding an 8-track tape, and that was only 50 years ago.
Well, remember 20 years ago, we said, careful what you do on the internet. If you do something on the internet, that'll be there forever. Try loading a website from 20 years ago. It's gone. The Wayback Machine struggles to save some of this stuff. Computers don't even play games that came out back then. Even the internet disappears. All right, see you, Rex. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. We're up to 8 viewers. I'm surprised for a Thursday morning stream for 8 viewers, but hang on.
I figured it was a good idea to take advantage of this opportunity because I might not be able to join you Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go somewhere.
Oops.
Or if I do, it won't be for
dare
very
real
long.
life take over, right? All right. We never did wash and clean that last tractor. Oops. There's that laugh. How's it going, Ivy? Keep looking at my phone.
Yeah, the niece needs a ride to her driver's education thing Saturday. That still creeps me out. You can't help but see her has a little baby yet, and the idea of her driving a vehicle it doesn't compute in my brain yet.
I just got a email from the boss. You know what? We'll just pull it up on computer. You guys can all see my email. No, I'm not going to actually show people my email, Jess. I probably have done it. I'm just going to fire up this. Does that hide my email address? I think so. Okay. Oh boy. What am I looking at? It just said, look at the map, whatever. Just says, please see attached map below. That's all it says. Delivery area down here. Okay, delivery area. Okay, that's, hang on. Okay, so that's Slocan Street. Delivery area is on East 21st Street. Okay. So I see a delivery area here, and there's a mobile crane location 1 right there. Does it say which direction to be facing? Offloading area. So it doesn't say if I'm supposed to be facing east or west, but I'm going to be parked on that side, so most likely want to be facing west. Okay. That's a something area. I don't know what that says. An offloading area here too. I'll park over here and then I can loop around and park here if they want me to. Okay, let's look at a map. So this is on Slocan Avenue and East 21st. Let's see if I can do this without Googling it. Where's Slocan? Okay, East Broadway. Where's Slocan? Oh, Slocan. Let's put up Google Map. Right here. Okay, I'm going right to this construction site. Just respond 10-4. 10-4, thank you. You want to email back and say that? Thank you. So right here. So this is what that map is showing. So they want me delivering right here, most likely, possibly over here. There's a driveway there. It'd be hard to get a Super B in there. But, oh yeah, I see a bit of a road there. That angle. Yep, that angle there and that angle there. I see that under the trees there. Let's drop in a little dude. So I'm unloading here. They've got it all blocked off. Right here's that angle. So the cars are all facing that way. So I should most likely be facing west. Which means the best way to get there would be off of Grandview Highway. Oh, there's an exit right there. Just come down Caslow. Yeah, just keep coming down Caslow to this corner and make that corner. Also, Renfrew would be easier to make that corner. So, could you read that again? All loads to deliver on Slocan Street. Off of 21st Street. So what does that mean? Where's the place market? The place market. I don't know what that means. I think I'm just going to come off of Renfrew, come park in here, and then go talk to someone and then figure it out. Where? I don't know where your mouse is. Delivery area. Yes, yep. Staging area. So park there, talk to someone. But then it says you're delivering on Slocan Street. Okay, I might have to split trailers then. Split the trailers over here and then back in one trailer at a time. Might be a thing that we have to do. Make sure I move the fifth wheel all the way forward. Yeah, parking westbound, and then if they want me on slow can, I can do that. Yep. Okay. Okay. Jess, you want to take over? I need a washroom break. Okay. She says, hang on a bloody moment. Okay. Goes, hang on a bloody moment. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so extra washroom breaks. Yeah, we use beet juice on the roads here and not salt. Beet juice and sand. They call it sand, but it's really very fine gravel. So little rocks in your windshield happens all the time in the winter here. Because they're big enough to split windshields. Windshield repair stations are all over. Every town has just like 5-10 windshield repair stations. And the mobile guys
And I'm one of them. I got a nice big couple of chips across my windshield right now. I'm just kind of stalling until spring. Because, you know, as soon as you change it, it's going to get chipped again right away.
That's the way that's going to go, yep. Yep. 100% that's how that's going to go.
Yeah. Long as the policemen don't look too closely at it, I think I can get away with it.
GPS locking is this up arrow and the D-pad. The two up, left and right, the two up arrow buttons. I think that's a spacebar button. I'm just liming this field. Or liming all these fields. Huh. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Do something else on here? By all means. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, there was a microphone in my face. Hey, everybody. I can't even get... This is not right. This is all wrong.
Juan, what happened to your beard?
I had a haircut, don't you know? He assumes I know what I'm doing here. We're just gonna go do something else. Let's go look at productions or something. I don't know how he does this. I can't even look over the steering wheel. Not a room for that. Oh, we have lots of sugar in that for cookies. Trying to see where we should deliver some sugar. Oh, guess we really don't need sugar anywhere. I don't know what button it is for super shrink that. Do we have over here? Flour. Over here, what do we have at the dairy? Abby says that's awesome.
I'm taking care of all the sunflowers for them, Ivy. I'm harvesting sunflowers.
Ivy's driving home. Sounds good, Ivy.
Drive safe.
Juan, you look different today. When we first started the multiple hosts on here, people were not too happy. They're like, this is not Juan. I remember that. Yeah, get used to it. I don't know if we need butter anywhere else, but we can make some cake. And where do we need chocolate? Everywhere is usually where we need chocolate. We don't get a lot of chocolate. Bring that over to the cookies. That is chocolate. Yeah, it is. I was hoping the Cookie Factory would come out for FS25, but it hasn't yet. Oh, it's a flower, but I don't think we need flour anyway. Yeah, this doesn't even work. I am too short.
You're short.
Yeah, I need a booster seat.
Booster seat. That so we have to do it Like, seriously, fuck it all. Jess says I have to apologize. She's standing in the way, right in the hallway. I say get out of the way. She just turns around I'm like, come on. You were just doing circles like a lost puppy. Hi. What are we doing here? What needs flour? Flour needs to go. To donuts, soybeans, bakery, cookies, and pancakes. We won't worry about that right now. Thanks, Jess. Thanks, Jess. Thanks. You're gonna start a new seed map if you can't get any acorns? Or you're gonna do a different map and kill all the forest and bring acorns here? There's Duke. There's Duke. Harvesting them sunflowers. Honestly, pretty close to being done.
I've been sticking to it. I haven't even been messing with the truck. I just fill the combine and dump and go back at it. I think it's probably quicker.
Then, yep, because the
Maybe.
mill is right
I don't
there,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, back to liming. Let's finish liming this field. We'll be in 1961 in no time. Okay. That ripper's going to be in the way, isn't it? It was in the way when I was spreading manure. Now it's going to be in the way again from the line. That's okay. We'll move it. We'll move it. I have the capability.
think I'll start using the truck now.
I figure on that side of the field it'd be further off, so I wasn't. That's why I put the truck there, but. Cookie.
Now, where are my cookies? Do you take my cookies? No? Oh, they're right here. Oh, me love my cookies. Nom, 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 nom. This message approved by Cookie Monster. Nom, 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 nom.
Just leave it parked right there. There you go. Spread some lime onto that ripper. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oops. I'm guessing all the comments about Juan, you look different today and stuff like that are because Jess was sitting here.
I started that as soon as she sat down. I just go, Juan, what'd you do? Shave your beard? She just giggled.
Cookie. Cookie good. Oh yeah, I forgot to repair that other tractor. We should do that. You have a pal animal called a Digosaurus. He digs tunnels for you? What? And he just keeps going indefinitely? So elevators are easy now? Digosaurus. Digs all the tunnels for you. Hand doesn't collapse on him? Where do I park this? It's not in the way. Did we repair this day? Does this guy need repairing? Oh yeah. And fuel. And what about this one? Oh, this one's fine. It's fine. That thing takes half an hour to start up, so let's go fill this up with lime. And we'll come back. Kind of excited to what 1961 is going to bring in, mainly because we know there's a lot of grass care in there. New cutter. New tedder, new windrower. Maybe even a new baler? I can't remember if that's a 90 or 62 or not. A whole bunch of new. Looking forward to all the new leave this parked here. Let's go wash and repair this sucker. And those silage pits, when those two pits are empty, we're selling them, putting in a silage silo. Done with that. Done compacting. Might even be able to get rid of this Lance Bulldog in the future. We've had this thing for many, many years now. As we get more powerful tractors, this one's going to slowly age out. It'll be a while before this one ages out to where it's not required the horsepower, but park this again, finish spreading our lime, and then we'll jump into the case tractor with the ripper on it and start ripping that field. Do the sunflowers need to be ripped too?
Can't remember. I know corn you do. Corn you have to plow every time.
Nope, just the cornfield. Okay, so just that one field needs ripping. We got a tractor sitting, or a truck sitting in the middle of nowhere as well. Excuse me. So yeah, there's some work still to be done here, and I would like to cut all that grass too. Let's put on my lower priority list though. Lime, ripping, cultivating can wait till winter. Same with picking up all the tree logs and stuff can wait till winter. This is definitely as heavy of a load as we can put on this tractor. The front wheels are a little bit on the light side when it's fully loaded. Hanging a bit low. That's with a 3.
Can you attach any weight to the front of that tractor?
I've got maximum weight on it already.
Ah, well, already maxed out. Okay. Another little trick that does help, it doesn't seem to affect anything, you can lower, and it'll still spread the same width and everything. You can lower the 3-point.
Yep, would stabilize it a bit.
Trick.
But this works okay, it's just not perfect. And as soon as you spread a little bit, it gets less bouncy. It's just barely right at its maximum. Line this sucker up. So yes, after doing some experimenting in FS22 and FS25, I found out that with precision farming, you 100% want to fertilize after seeding or while seeding if you have a seeder that does fertilizing. You want to fertilize after seeding.
Yep, that's what I found out.
But lime,
I'm not sure about yet.
I tested it. So lime, there are some crops that will not need the level of lime we're putting on here. But there are no crops that require more lime than it puts on without crop on it. So if you seed a field, or plant a field of, what is it, like soybean that doesn't need the lime, that lime is just there for next year. And then you don't have to spread any lime next year. It won't even let you spread lime or whatever, right? I can't remember what plant, but if it ups the lime, and you don't get penalized if half the field has too much lime and half the field has just the right amount of lime. You don't get penalized for too much lime, and the lime will be there next year, so you haven't lost any money due to extra lime. So you can lime before seeding. So going forward, I am gonna, right after harvest, lime all the fields, spread any of my manure on the fields, then cultivate the fields, and then once we seed, we'll finish with actual fertilizer if more fertilizer is needed. And that's a lot more like a real farmer would do it. So precision farming does allow that. Although for some fields the lime is unnecessary, there's no harm in spreading the lime early. You'll just use that lime next year. Unless you always plant the same crop on every field, well, then you'll just never have to lime that field again.
Is it more or less the same rules for FS25?
Yes, FS25, FS22 work pretty much exactly the same. Yep. With precision farming and lime, they both work the same. Yep. So you can.
I just kind of started using precision farming, and I'm still kind of getting the hang of it.
So you can lime before seeding, but not fertilize. Fertilizing you want to save till after. These fields were actually spreading quite a bit of lime. We need a higher capacity lime spreader. We're all looking at the precision farming pH value lime applications. Not that much. All right, see you, Nina. Thanks for dropping in. Okay. Does eat a lot of lime, but we have 2 lime stations, one on the farm and the other one is out in the field out there, so it makes it pretty convenient. I guess that combine's kind of parked in the way, isn't it?
Not at all. A skilled driver like myself didn't even notice it was there.
There's a semi-truck parked out in the field too. I should take care of that. That I think has corn in it. Or maybe soybean. Maybe it's soybean. What are we doing with that? I should figure that out. Let's go do that. If it's corn, it's going to the cereal factory. If it's soybean, it's going to the soybean factory, the tofu or whatever that is. Turn the engine off. Oh, can't turn the engine off. You had tofu yesterday? Let's go take a look. What's in this Kenworth? Where it's parked, I would guess it's soybean. Yep, soybean. go drop that off at the soybean place. And then go bring it back home. I think we can loop around the factory, although this road doesn't really go around. Excuse me. We can just landscape it though. Let's make it go around. There, now it goes around. Soybean factory. Need to turn tighter. Dang turning radius of these Kenworths. Very realistic. This that forward axle. I struggle with the same thing in my real world truck. The boss goes, sending you a very, very tight yard. I'm like, and I've got the biggest truck in the fleet. Thanks. Very interesting.
He just doesn't want you to get bored.
Fair.
So it gives you a challenge.
New boss that we have is a huge fan of Peterbilt. So if I get a new truck, or when I get a new truck, it's most likely going to be a Peterbilt. Ran into a bit of a fun, crazy fan yesterday. Just finished fueling up. I pulled out of the way and go use the washroom, and a little black car comes zipping into the yard, pulls up right beside me, and goes, "You are! It's my buddy from TikTok." I'm like, "Well, YouTube, but." He goes, "I watch your show religiously." He's been looking for me on the highway forever, so I gave him a few stickers. His daughter was just embarrassed, past beyond embarrassed in the passenger seat. Just goes, "Oh my God, my dad's embarrassing me." He was a logging truck driver. All right, see ya, donkey. It's kind of funny when you run into fans like that know you because they've watched every video you've ever put out. They know you better than you know yourself. You have no idea who they are, right? So seemed like a nice dude though. Excitable dude, but nice guy. He's a logging truck driver, and he asked if we were hiring because he's getting tired of logging off-road and would like a change. I'm like, we sure are. It'd be interesting if a super fan starts working for the same company. Gotta tell you, it's weird though. Almost every week you get recognized and people say hi. It's still really weird. And everybody keeps offering to go for a coffee with me, and I'm like, I know for you guys know me, and it's not weird for you guys, but for me, I'm so antisocial. That's too people-y for me. It's just weird. People want to go out and buy me supper or buy me a coffee out in the real world. It's like, then they give me their personal address on YouTube It's like, no, don't put your personal info on YouTube like that. I always delete those comments as soon as I see them. It's like, protecting your personal info. Hopefully nobody saw that. It's like, and I can't get a big rig there. I'm definitely not a celebrity, but I'm getting a small, little, tiny taste of what celebrities have to go through every single minute of their life. I get like a 2-minute taste once a week of what a celebrity does 24/7 when they're out.
Your own little paparazzi.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's ever wanted a selfie with me yet. Don't think that's happened yet.
I only made that mistake once, and lucky Ivy caught it for me. I think it was a live stream or something. I accidentally showed my email address.
I've done that.
Ooh. It's like, oh, I gotta blur that out.
When I first started, I had a webcam facing outside of our window so you guys could see the mountains and the weather and stuff like that. Like a second webcam I could switch to and show you guys. It didn't take for long for somebody to go, okay, you live in this town. These are the buildings across the street. You live at the angle. You live on floor number so-and-so at this building. And apartment number this or this or this. I'm like, literally listed our apartment number. And it's like, okay, I guess there goes that webcam. Can't do that. 99% people are fine. It's that 1% that's just creepy, right? Now I've had one person threaten to SWAT me. So I had to talk to the police and tell them, it's like, hey, if all of a sudden you guys get called by some crazy dude, don't SWAT me. Feel free to come and do it.
They're getting a little better with that. You know, with where they know it's just because it's getting to be a little more common than it should be.
Yeah. But I think as a creator, it's a good idea to go talk to the police, and just so they have a note on file.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so-and-so is a YouTube or content creator. This may be a SWAT call. Maybe they are actually getting broken into and getting attacked or whatever. But most likely, this is a YouTube creator. So don't go in guns a-blazing. Trigger happy. Go in as they have to protect themselves, their safety first. But also remember that most likely these are innocent people that you're swatting.
It's a very scary situation. I think he's still on the internet. Like 10 years ago, when this thing kind of started, I was watching a guy, and it happened right on his live stream. The cops like busted in his house, and it's like, whoa.
Yep.
And the cops were not very professional about it.
No.
It's like, I need to talk to your chief. This needs to be handled differently.
It's like they got a phone call of, I've killed my girlfriend and I'm going to kill myself, or I have hostages and stuff like that, right? So they come in thinking that's the situation, but in today's environment, most likely it's just a YouTuber getting swatted. And then,
I know the views went way up when it happened.
yeah.
The views like tripled while it was happening, especially once the word got out.
Give you some fame.
Hey, he's being swatted. Watch him live. And he didn't kill the live either. You could hear the whole conversation with him and the cops on the doorstep. It's like, look, you're live right now. There's nothing going on here. Don't you guys have a phone or a computer? See? Look.
I forget who the creator is. I've seen a YouTube video of a creator live as well. He looks at his girlfriend and he goes, put your hands up. She goes, what? He goes, again, we're getting swatted again. And she goes, what? And he just goes, I see all the lights outside. We're getting swatted again. Let's put our hands up and walk to the front door. It's like he said he's moved to different houses and changed their name and like the witness protection, but there's a crazy person that still finds them and swats them.
See, the people making that phone call need to be held
Yes.
accountable more.
Yep.
Like that's a false police report. That's a very serious charge.
The problem is they're using burner phones and all of that, and it's.
I mean, some people think it's funny. It's a joke. but
It
it's
is.
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is their joke. Yep. It could literally get someone killed. Especially with the police force being as trigger happy as they are these days. The police are a little bit on edge for their own safety as well, right? Because enough cops have been shot, so there's two sides of that coin. Yeah, Ghost Bear. Something went wrong, but not for me. For another driver. Something went wrong for another driver, so I had to pick up his load, which means Friday morning at 7 a.m. sharp. Home is in between those, so I might as well go home for half a day. Got home late last night. Spent the night at home, and then right after lunch I'll head out. So. And that's another thing you have to worry about going on the internet is, are you going to put your face online? Just struggled with that for a while. As soon as you put your face online, like Ivy says about being a celebrity, as soon as you put your face online, you're going to have people recognizing you, right? So. And for women, that's scarier. Like if I'm around, Jess won't get any weird, creepy comments. But if she's streaming by herself with nobody else online, just her by herself, no other people on that stream, she gets some really creepy comments.
I've noticed that too. I don't know what it is when it's like with it, because Ivy's had that situation too, and you get the weirdest creepos on there.
Yep.
And it's like, what the heck is your problem?
I always say anonymity brings out the real person. That's who they really are underneath, right? But I have very few of those comments. Every now and then I have a weird comment like that, but it's pretty rare. But women streamers have that problem a lot more. And the more famous you get, the more you're going to get, Ivy. The more subscribers you get, the more YouTube pushes, the more viewers you get, the more of those creepy comments you're going to get. It's going to get to the point where your moderators will just ban that person. You won't even bring it up. You won't even be a part of the subject. It'll just be, yep, there's another one. It'll just be a normal day. where you just shadow ban everyone. And essentially, it's a good thing when that happens. Yeah. A lot of female streamers do that for the views. When you show a lot of cleavage, you get a lot of extra views, but it brings in way more creeps too, right? It brings in those comments. You're literally, you know, if you do that, you're going to get more of those comments.
I mean, I'm guilty of watching videos like that once in a while, you know, I mean, because, you know, I do enjoy the scenery, but it'll be like a girl in a bikini, like, riding a skateboard, and I'm like, well, okay, obviously she's looking for views. Because why else would you ride on a skateboard in a bikini?
It's human nature to like pretty people. Men and women, We like pretty people, right? That's just natural to be attracted to pretty people. And the
And then, of
YouTube
course,
algorithm knows that.
Yep. You read the comments, and half of them are like, "Oh, you're so pretty. Will you marry me?" And yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Will you bear my children?
I think people like that need to ban more people. I think that's... You need moderators just to go through and just keep banning those people. Eventually, if you ban enough of them, they'll stop doing it. Because they're doing it to get a reaction, right? Lambing all 4 fields at once.
You're being efficient.
Mm-hmm.
I just about got your sunflowers done. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely.
Looks like the wind is picking up outside too. Yeah, Ivy. Yes, I understand.
And then God bless her heart. You know, it's my sister wants to do more like art streams and stuff, and she can't handle some of that. She takes it too personally.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
You need to.
Someone will leave a nasty comment or something, and she takes it too personally. I'm like,
that's exactly what they
you
want,
can't-
though. That's
yeah,
why they've
that's what I
left
try
that
to
comment.
explain. Yeah. They want the reaction.
Yep. So all you do is just you don't even mention those people. You reach over, shadow ban them, and then you don't bring it up. They got no reaction. They leave you alone. If you react to it, they're going to go, I'm going to make a new account and do it again because I get a crazy reaction out of these people. And if you react to it, you're never going to be free of it.
It's a really interesting article. But why?
Which fairy? Oh, Queen of Albert. Okay. Yeah, Ivy, so you're actually going out of the way to not put your cleavage out there. You're going out of the way to counteract comments, right? Jess does exactly the same thing. But there are women that go out of their way to put themselves on there because that's a way of getting views. Yeah, Jess is going, what shirt am I wearing today because I'm streaming? What top am I putting on, right? Yes, you have to be very intentional of what is a creeper going to see when they see this, right? Yeah.
But I mean, for women that do want that kind of attention, don't go on YouTube. That's what OnlyFans websites are for. If that's what you truly want to do, then go to the proper websites for it.
Yep. If you want to be like a loaf of bread, then go to OnlyFans. Not a loaf of bread. Those people are like the end heels of a bread. Everybody touches them, but nobody wants them.
We know what you meant.
I think that's a great insult. If you see a woman out there that is on purpose putting themselves out there, a great insult for them is, you're like the end pieces to a loaf of bread. Everybody wants to touch you, but nobody wants you. Kind of like that insult. It's a good one. I've never had an opportunity to use it.
I mean, the saddest part is there's some young girls out there yet that don't know any better, and they're like proud of that. I'm like, that's not something I don't think you want to be proud of. It's gonna come back and haunt you later in life.
Yeah, but if you're not getting any attention at home, negative attention is better than no attention. And that's why they do it, right? It gives you massive attention. You're not a nobody. Because at home you're a nobody, so then you have to be something online to be a somebody. Kind of sad. I blame it on parents. Bad parenting. The breakdown of families.
And the fact nowadays that as soon as you exit your mama's womb, you got some kind of electronic device put in your hands already. Social media and
there's more and more schools banning cell phones and tablets, internet connected devices. More and more schools are not allowing internet connected devices, and more parents are doing the same thing, going, yeah, you get a phone when you reach this age, and then you're going to have limited access, and then to not get that addiction, that instant gratification addiction early in life.
Like, I remember, kids' minds are not developed yet. They don't know how to.
Honestly, a 20-year-old
Yeah.
brain isn't all the way developed yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was an adult at 10. 10 years old, I wanted to go hang out with the adults because I thought I was one already.
I was an adult at 10. I was driving tractor and working full time.
Well, exactly, right? Some 50-year-old brains never developed. This is true. If you haven't grown up by 60, you don't have to. Oh, I only have a few years to go. I got 12 years to go, and then I get out of growing up. Sweet. I can hold out for another 12 years.
Yeah, but then it keeps going the other way, Juan. See, then you'll be back in diapers again, and you won't be able to walk, and
Oh no.
you have to be. Yeah. It goes the other way, Ron.
Yeah, me too. Want a pizza pocket for lunch? I'm good with whatever. Oh yeah, pizza pops are terrible. I don't like those. Pizza pockets. They're being recalled? E. coli poisoning. That's the problem with.
You need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Had that discussion the other day.
Yeah, I do.
Your bad cholesterol is slightly elevated. What are you eating? Mostly dairy and da-da-da-da-da. Well, you need da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, okay,
No
whatever.
pizza pops for you. Pizza pockets. Ghost Bear. I'm gonna have pizza pockets, not pizza pops. That makes it healthier, right?
Pizza pots.
I still like red tomato pies. They have lettuce on top of the toppings on the pizzas are just so much better. I put lettuce on top of my pizza every time now. I call it a salad now. Just eating a salad.
Yes, Ghost Bear, definitely.
But you can put cucumbers on it, pickles, and all sorts of green stuff. Yeah, yep. Fast food and highly processed foods they'll kill you. What you really want to do is make homemade foods, right? Your own ingredients. Buy your beef, buy your flour, buy everything at its base, not processed. That's the healthiest.
Oh yeah, that's I say that the doctor's trying to explain all these numbers. There's more than one number. There's good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, and then there's like two other numbers, and then he's like, well, the bad one is slightly high, but your good one is above, so it kind of evens out, and yada yada yada. But this one's a little high, but that one's, it's like, okay, you're just speaking Chinese to me, whatever.
Yep. And I think the most important thing about diets is just making small little changes. Just go, what can I do this week to eat just a little bit healthier than last week? Yeah, if you don't do it small changes, you're going to fail at your diet. Your cravings are going to just kill you. Like, I'm switching away from my Fudgio cookies to oatmeal cookies, and I've just slowly made that switch. I didn't go cold turkey from one cookie to the other. I'm still having cookies. I'm just having different types of cookies that are slightly
better
healthier.
cookies.
They're not
See,
healthy.
That's what I eat for breakfast almost every day too. I gotta have my eggs and sausage and my waffles and.
So
Gotta have at least one egg a day.
Instead of switching to something completely healthy, I switched to something that's a little bit healthier, a little bit less processed. Instead of drinking pop, can I get away with drinking water today? I've almost eliminated pop from my diet. That took a while.
That's a smart one. That's a smart one. I gave up soda years ago, and boy, that you even feel better.
I literally had a orange Fanta last weekend. I couldn't drink it. I'm like, that's a good sign that I am so out of pop now that I can't even drink it anymore. I'm like, this isn't even, I don't even enjoy this anymore. So just slowly wean yourself off of that stuff, right?
You want to know the scariest one I did one time? You know them like super high energy drinks that the kids are always drinking, like water.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a roof a few summers ago. And I was really thirsty. Like I told the kid that was helping me, get me something to drink, and he threw up one of them energy drinks. I didn't even know. I was so thirsty I didn't look at what it was, and I drank it. Within 5 minutes, I had to get down off the roof. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. My heart started pounding, and I started sweating more than I usually was, and I was about ready to call 911.
Oh yeah.
I had some kind of reaction with that drink. I don't know what it was, but it freaked me the heck out. I'm like, nope, never again. It was like one of them monster drinks or something. Like, no.
Nope. Coloring Ivy says
Never
cold
again.
turkey. I've tried cold turkey before and it just does not work for me. But if it works for some people, then go nuts, do cold turkey. But it definitely doesn't work for me. What I end up as having those cravings, and then I just revert back to that like crazy, right? So I can't get myself to stop cold turkey. I end up bouncing back really hard. If I do it slowly, I don't even notice that I've like getting off of soft drinks, carbonated drinks. I did it so slowly that I didn't realize that I didn't even like those drinks anymore. Like I said, on the weekend I had orange Fanta, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I used to drink this all the time, and now it's just disgusting. And it's like I slowly weaned myself off of it without even noticing. So for me, that works, but for some people, yeah, cold turkey is the way to go.
Lower your salt intake with your diet,
Yes.
and then a few years later, just to, you know, for fun, like when you're with the kids, go to McDonald's and try to eat their food. I dang near puked. They put so much salt on their fries and hamburger, I couldn't finish it.
Even the burger itself, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I used to eat this crap all the time, and I was trying to finish it, and it was making me sick. I can't eat McDonald's anymore because of the salt content. It's just so.
Yeah, we order every meal. If we can order a meal with no salt, we will order it with no salt. And even then, it's too salty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I ordered this with no salt. Are you sure? Yeah, that's no salt. This is with salt. I'm like, oh God. Like, how are you guys eating this? So, just because they add all the salt to everything, you know that when Jess makes food at home, she adds 0 salt from the recipe. Most of all the foods you can get away with 0 salt, and it tastes perfectly fine without the salt. And the more she's done that, the more I hate restaurant food. I can't go out and eat restaurant food anymore. Even the sit-down places, I'm like, it's too salty. I can't eat this. Once in a while, sure, but even then, it's like a small meal because it's just too salty. Jess has weaned us off of salt, and I've slowly gone less and less sugar. And portion sizes have slowly gotten smaller. We literally threw out, or donated, all our big plates. We only have small plates in our house.
It does make a difference.
Literally don't have a big plate. Sometimes you're hungry and go back for seconds, but often you're not. And somehow you fool your brain into thinking you've eaten a whole meal. Okay, for me, small little changes. For Ivy, cold turkey. I'll still have like an iced tea every now and then. Same with hot chocolate, and Jess puts in so much less sugar into my sweet drinks now. I'm like, Jess, how much sugar did you put in this? Can I have a little less sugar next time? And she goes, that's half the sugar you used to do. And now half the sugar is too sweet. So, healthy little changes. But yeah, processed food is a huge problem, and unfortunately, all the food in our grocery store is owned by like 3 companies. All the different name brands. It's all owned by 3 different companies. Anyway, I get your iced tea from Starbucks. Like, you cut the amount of syrup they put in by half. Eventually, you'll get to the point where it's 0 syrup. hate when you think you're hungry, you get food, and suddenly you lose your appetite. So my mom had a great trick. Anytime she felt hungry at all, she went and got a full cup of water and drank the cup of water. It fools your stomach into thinking you're full. And then my mom had another rule. Her diet was, before she ate any meal, before she made the meal, like 10 minutes before the meal, she would drink a full cup of water and then go make the meal and eat. And because you just drank a full cup of water, your stomach is like, I'm not that hungry, and you eat a lot less. She tried to force us to do that, and we're like, no, you're freaking crazy. I'm not drinking a cup of water before eating. But it totally works. The more water you drink, the less you're going to eat.
Water is good for you.
Yep. I'm like, I just saw a combine go by, but Duke is cleaning up both combines.
Well, I didn't see anything else to harvest.
Nope, that's it. We're done.
Figure might as well put them away for the year.
Yeah. And if I end the stream a little early because you have your food earlier, that's fine too. Yeah, if you make some food now and it'll be right around noon, and then I can get ready to go. The weather's making me a little nervous, so I want to leave a little earlier. And then the huge delays for that construction site. I want to record that on video. I'll record the washout. Oh, that's going to be on a bonus video.
Yeah, I hit my goal on here today. I want to get your sunflowers done for you. So, yeah, when you need to end it, just end it. I'm just putting things away for you.
Honestly, at this point, nothing needs to be done until spring. Nothing else on this farm has to be done. We need to get out the logging trailers and the Oliver 88s and pick up the logs by the beet field and by field 28. That forest over there has logs that need to be picked up. And we use the bag lifter for that. It works pretty good. So I have to do that. Also, I want to cut all the grass. Oh yeah, I want to cut all the grass. Right. And then half of it's going to be hay, half of it's going to be grass bales. I mean, we can do all of it hay. Probably because real life farming would use hay for sheep. I don't know why the game separates it. I think sheep eat hay just as well as grass, right? In game, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can just hay the whole big field, both sides of the road, and then bring those loads to the sheep and to the cows. And
in real life, it's the same with sheep, cows, all that. Grass is more of a summertime thing.
Yeah.
Hay is more for winter.
Hay is for storage. Basically, you want to so grass is actually more nutritious, but when you dry out the grass, it won't go moldy over the winter. Yeah, yeah.
And set your barn on fire.
Oh yeah, because the natural heat that causes. Yep.
I said that once on one of my streams. Something about why do you got to turn that into hay? Why don't you just store it in the barn green? And I'm like, in real life, yeah, you can get away with that in the game, but in real life, you can't do that. It'll burn your barn down. And they're like, what? Yeah, hay will spontaneously combust. I
have a question. Silage silos, how do they prevent those from combusting?
They can. They have, but it's the lack of oxygen in them.
Because
you can't have fire without
compresses
oxygen.
so much from the top.
Yep.
Because like when you do silage pit, you compress it by driving on it. On a silage silo, it gets compressed because of the gravity of how much weight is on top. Yeah. The gravity of the grass on top.
You being used to be a firefighter, you know you got to have 3 ingredients for fire to survive. If you take away one of them 3,
fuel,
and oxygen
heat,
is one of them.
Oxygen. Hay is for horses, straw is cheaper, grass is free. Buy a farm and you'll have all 3.
Well, it's not technically free. You still have to buy the equipment to harvest that grass.
That's true.
And you still have to buy the land.
Hey, Michael, how's it going? Are you on a coffee break or lunch break? Probably a coffee break. Lunch was probably a couple hours ago for you. It's 13 degrees Celsius there for you. It's 5 degrees Celsius here. 5.1 degrees Celsius. So you have much warmer day in Texas today. It means the snow's all melting, everything's sloppy and wet. Water break. That's Michael, a coffee break. Everybody,
some people don't like coffee.
I know. Just because he doesn't like coffee doesn't mean you can't call it a coffee break. When you call it a coffee break, everybody knows what you mean. Some people.
But if you're not drinking coffee, then it's not a coffee break.
Well, okay, then it's a smoke break. All the people going outside to smoke. Some people call it a smoke break. But everybody knows what I meant when I said coffee break. You're still on a coffee break. Just like we call Kleenex Kleenex, even if Kleenex didn't make the name brand that you're blowing your nose with. Tea break. Whatever. You're on a break. You're on a 15-minute break. US might be a 10-minute break. In Canada, we pretty much get 15-minute breaks everywhere.
Every place I worked, it was always 15.
Okay, yeah. The nice thing working for a big company like Walmart, doesn't matter what your local state law is, they just enforce the same law across all of Canada, all of the US. Just whatever the lowest denominator is, just make it equal across the whole company. Did I get all the lime? Am I done? I must be done. I didn't realize I was done.
Oh, you missed a spot somewhere, I'm sure.
I'm sure you're right.
See, this really doesn't need any repair or anything. I guess we just
Park
it back.
Yep. Yeah, if it doesn't need fuel or repair and all that, just park it. Oh, I'm going to do the same thing with this. I barely used it.
I like how even with multiplayer and everybody playing this map, I like how you keep everything so nice, clean, organized. Quite impressive.
Mostly because it's FS22 and none of the squeakers come into here. You don't have all the kids coming in here and destroying stuff. On FS25, I struggle more. I still do it, but it's hard to keep everything organized. Ivy's gonna mosey over to the RV. I have to mosey over to ours. Somebody asked how's the work on the RV, and I'm like, it's not. It's just too cold and windy and miserable. I just haven't worked on it at all.
Yeah, everything's been pretty much put on hold for winter.
I'll just map there. Let's run the case. I know this job needs to be done before we can cultivate everything. I guess. It's a lot of cultivation that needs to happen.
You want me to start disking?
Yeah, there's lots of
I see you
disking.
got a tractor, farmwell tractor here sitting here ready to go.
Yeah, all 4 of these fields here need to be disked, plus the sunflowers, plus the beet field. I'm gonna actually change the way I'm ripping this field so that you can disc straight across. I'm gonna rip this field the other direction. And then you can do all 4 fields at once. I put the disker out there so I wouldn't forget.
Come on, lines work. Oh. There we go.
See if I can get 2 rows done here before he gets to this end. I'm sure he's driving faster than 10 kilometers an hour. Or you're going to be in miles anyway, so.
I think you're in a different field than me,
Yes, I am.
ain't you?
But you're just going to keep disking straight onto this field anyway.
Oh, I see what you're... Okay, gotcha. So you do it all in one.
Yep.
I know what you're trying to do. I understand.
I'm like,
Yeah, because that needs to be plowed before I can disc it.
yeah.
If that was a cornfield.
And I feel in real life you wouldn't have to plow it. You could just use a big ripper like this. Unfortunately, the texture, I wish the game would give you a different texture between harrowing, cultivating, ripping, and plowing.
Mm-hmm. Actually, physical plowing, you know, where you're actually turning the soil.
Yeah.
We never did that unless you were plowing up like a grass field
Yep.
or a brand new field.
Yep.
Otherwise, it was always, yeah.
The only time you would use
Even
that plow
cornfield.
is field creation, really. Yep. You're creating a new field.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to turn around.
Almost got there in time.
Oh, yeah, you're doing fine. And I don't think I'll ever catch up with you because I got to do this whole other field, so.
No, it's just this one. I just have to get ahead of you over here this one time, and then after that I'll pull ahead. Even though I'm slower than you, I have a short little distance. Yeah, you're quite a bit faster than me.
Yeah, I'm going to beat you to this end.
So you have to wait
the
for
race
me
is
twice.
on.
Gotta wait for me twice, and after that we should be good.
I'm a patient man.
I think I am too. Some people say I'm too patient. But, I'm looking at trying a hot pot place that just opened up here recently. Hot pot. What is a hot pot? It sounds like a...
No clue.
Sounds like something you eat out of a bowl, but... It's a chaired meal, okay. So you put a hot pot of food on the table and people... It's more like eating at home. So... Okay, so you have a hot pot of broth, and then around the pot you have like 6 different dishes of different meats and salads and that you can add to your bowl. So it's kind of make your own broth, make your own soup, your own... Add your own ingredients to the table. Oh, and then a lot of them have a divided pot, so half the pot is one type of meal and one type of broth, and the other half is a different type of... One side of the pot can be spicy and one side cannot be spicy, and then you have ingredients. So kind of a create your own meal broth. Interesting. I've never heard of that before. I'm not sure if I would like those because I'm so picky about what's in my food. But the fact that a lot of it is make your own, maybe I could get away with one of those. Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like a really good idea. I wonder where that got imported from. Where does that kind of meal come from? Sounds like a Indian meal. Chinese? Chinese idea. Cool. So Asian food. Cool. That is neat. Oh, and the broth, the restaurant is running in the back. Oh, you just keep the broth going by adding more ingredients to it, and it just cycles through and keeps serving. So you wouldn't want to go to a hot pot place that's slow. You would want to go to a busy place where those ingredients are cycling through fast. Michael says 50% of the snow gone. It's melting fast. Like I said, it's all mucky and wet. I washed the big rig when? Tuesday night? I washed the big rig, and the very next day it started snowing. I'm like, son of a gun. I'm like, really? I looked at the forecast. It was going to be fine. I'm like, yeah, I think I can wash the truck. I'm just so dirty. I need to wash the truck. And then, dope. Starts snowing and mucky right after. I'm like, well, at least it's still cleaner looking than it was, even with the snow. Like, it was bad. Like, the videos were just looking so dirty and gross. I'm surprised I don't have comments going, wash your truck. Now the truck's been in the shop for 2 weeks in a row. It's all fixed now, but it was 2 weeks in a row. The truck is dirty inside too. I need to grab the vacuum and clean up the inside and get some cleaners. I hate doing that on my weekends, but the truck is getting pretty rough looking. I mean, it's a work truck, so I don't care. With the muddy weather in the winter, it's impossible to keep the truck clean. See ya, Michael. See you on Saturday. Jess is going to be streaming later on today, so make sure you join her. What game? Either Terraria or Dinkum. There we go. See, this time I'm pretty far ahead of you. Pretty far ahead. It says we got 8 people. No, I didn't see your stream at all last time. You had a know-it-all? I play Terraria on easy mode. Or normal mode, not easy mode, normal mode. What, we did medium core last time? Yeah, that was nice. Medium core was nice. But I don't want like master hard mode crap. The game's not even fun anymore. Depending on what you think is fun, right? Yeah. So you can break a game a couple of ways. If you make the game too easy for you, that breaks the game. It's not fun anymore. If you make the game too hard and it's frustrating, that's not fun anymore either.
It's a delicate balance.
Oh, Jess, I figured out how to upgrade the workbench. You don't. You add other stuff, like a cutting stump outside or a tanning. That upgrades the workbench. I'm like, now I know what I'm doing. And I had to get flint to do that. That was the missing ingredient. As soon as I have flint, now all of a sudden it unlocked all these different things. I started playing Valheim a little bit, and I totally forgot how to play. I think it would have made a good live stream. It would be as if a brand new player starting the game, because I couldn't remember anything. Like, how do I play this? I don't think I've ever played Valheim single player. It's always been with a big group setting before, so I've never learned how to do a lot of this stuff. That's probably why. I was punching trees at the beginning. Like, I need wood. I'm just gonna punch these little trees. Punch them until they fall over. Like, that's realistic. If you guys haven't played Valheim, it's a lot of fun. I don't know if it's the best game to stream, though. James has been streaming it. But James pretty much ignores his chat, though, because Valheim, you have to focus on the game. It's hard to read the chat. I think that's why Farm Sim is so big, because really, when you're playing Farm Sim, it's not really about farming. It's about talking with the audience, although today morning, chat's pretty quiet. But nobody was expecting me to be on a Thursday morning, so... Thursday morning, a little bit of a surprise stream. But hey, I was going to have the morning off. I might as well do this. See if we can make a few cents. And that's all it will be, is going to be a few cents. But whatever. I was going to be playing a game anyway.
Pennies make dollars.
Pennies make dollars.
Eventually.
Yep. With the audience today, most of you guys have been creators and regulars, so you guys probably have ad block or watching on Brave. So you guys probably have watched very few ads. So yeah, and no super chats, which means, yeah, probably didn't make any money off the stream. But who was it that said that they were stuck playing Farm Sim because they got pigeonholed into it now? To make a living, they had to keep doing it, and they hated the game. And they said anyone that live streams Farming Sim hates the game. They're doing it because they have to make a living. It's like, it's not going to be me. I'd rather not make money then. I'll go find a real world job before I do something that I hate. The day I hate Farming Sim, you will stop seeing me live stream Farming Sim. I'm playing Farming Sim 22, not 25. Why? Because I'm enjoying 22 more than 25. I still play a little bit of 25, but I definitely play more 22 than 25.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'm just not into Farming Sim. If I live stream Valheim or Terraria from time to time, just so I get a break from it, so be it. Because the last thing I want to do is get burnt out. So I keep telling people that are doing live streams is live stream stuff you enjoy, even if you know if you played the other game you would get twice as many views. Go play the game you want to play, even if you get no views. Because what's the point if you hate what you're doing? There's no point of doing something you hate, right? Like I tell people, go do this, and they're like, I don't enjoy that. Okay, then don't do that then. Go do something that you enjoy to entertain the masses. And if you don't like entertaining people, then don't be a YouTuber.
I was going to say,
if you do not like entertaining people, get off the platform. You will never succeed, ever. TikTok is in trouble in Canada or in the US. Everywhere TikTok is down. Okay, so TikTok has rewritten the algorithm and killed TikTok. Yeah, that could happen to YouTube too, right? What happens if? Yeah, when that happened to X. Yep. Yep. Yeah. That's why I always said if YouTube always has a competitor out there that is decent, I would live stream on the competitor plus YouTube. But I don't see a competitor out there that can do anything YouTube does. I don't see the games I play would not do well on Twitch. So Twitch is probably the only option for live streaming gaming.
Twitch, ain't that where all the young people are hanging out?
Yeah.
We're too old for Twitch.
Twitch is very toxic too. Yeah, the chat is super toxic in Twitch. And then this isn't the only thing I do on YouTube. With the vlogs I do, that's for sure not a Twitch thing. You can't do that on Twitch. And Kick hardcore out of Kick because of the creators of Kick allow CP, and I'm hard out. That's just not something I'm going to support. A platform that allows people like that on their platform. So we'll see. Because most likely YouTube will die one day, and we're going to have to find alternative platform. But finding that platform is...
Well, YouTube was the very first video platform that I'm aware of.
Yep.
It was the first one.
I've looked into Floatplane.
When did YouTube start? 2006?
I don't know.
Something like that. It was early 2000s, I know that.
There's an Australian platform? The thing that I was looking forward to Kick was Canadian, right? I would love a platform that was Canadian. It would make my taxes so much simpler. YouTube complicates my taxes significantly because I make a tiny little bit of income from a U.S. platform. My taxes are very complicated. I have to fill out U.S. taxes because of it.
It's nice to know that the U.S. isn't the only place that complicates their taxes.
Yeah.
Which is coming up here very, very soon.
U.S. is one of the few countries, though, that if you are a citizen of the country, you have to fill out income taxes, even if you haven't lived in the country for 20 years. And Jess isn't having an income except from YouTube, right? If I get more than $10,000 in my bank account anytime in the year, if there is over $10,000 in my bank account, Jess has to fill out, even if it's not her money, but she has access to my bank account. It's a shared bank account. She has to fill out special U.S. income taxes and forms. Anti-money laundering law. So the U.S. tax system is super complicated. Canada's is complicated, but not as complicated as the U.S.
I have no doubt about that.
Jess is like, I should try dropping the citizenship just to make taxes simpler. And then, oh, it's illegal to drop your citizenship for financial.
Mm-hmm.
It's illegal to drop
Otherwise,
your
big business.
American citizens.
Otherwise, big businesses would be doing that.
Yep.
They got you. They got you.
You have to pay $2,350 just to go through the process of dropping your citizenship. So dropping your citizenship is really expensive. Jeez.
One thing I'm really jealous of that you guys got up there is at least somewhat of a halfway decent healthcare system.
Oh yeah.
Oh, down here it's just
There's upsides and downsides. So Canadian health system is absolutely awesome if you are dying right now. I need medical care this second. Our health system is awesome. But for just to get an ultrasound, 7 months wait. 7 months of a wait for just a simple ultrasound.
but at least it's paid for and covered.
Yeah, but
and you don't have an insurance company saying, "Well, we can deny that. You don't need that."
So the problem is for things like there's a local lady here that just had breast cancer, and the test took months to do the test. During that time, her cancer went from barely a problem to stage 4, just waiting for the test. And then the treatment took even longer, so she's going to die because the delay in health care. So because of the cancer test and stuff like that, that delay is killing people. So that is something in the U.S. that you don't have, that delay. So,
well, yeah, you do, because there's people that are scared to go to the doctor because they don't want that big bill in the mail.
yes.
So,
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should clarify. If you have money, that problem is not there in the
Yeah.
U.S.
Yeah.
In Canada, it doesn't matter if you have money. The problem is there.
Mhm.
But if you're dying, you get taken care of very fast. So, yeah, if you're poor, the U.S. is much, much, much worse. If you're rich, Canada is worse. And the problem is with our health care being government and free and all that, and we all live within an hour of the border, guess what? If we have really good doctors, where do they go work? Hey, I can make this much money in Canada, or I could make 3 times that if I become a doctor in the U.S. I'm going to go work in the U.S. So all our best doctors go work in the U.S. So we have a real doctor shortage thanks to that. And nurses and all medical care. A lot of our medical care caretakers go to the U.S. and work for triple the money. Over here we have people are going more and more to private hospitals because doctors don't want to work for public because of low pay. Yes, exactly, Iron Thunder. People here have suggested that we should allow private hospitals, but that would only make the problem way worse. What we need to do is, as taxpayers, be willing to pay higher wages for doctors. I think our government is way too bloated. We need to shrink our government to the point where my taxes pay for 3 things. I would be super happy if my taxes paid for 3 things. Number 1, healthcare. Number 2, education. Number 3, infrastructure. Privatize everything else. Sorry?
I said, yep, and that's it. Just them 3 things.
Build roads, build bridges, build hospitals and build schools. That's what taxes should pay. Everything else is, why are we supporting art and all this stuff? Art is awesome, but it's not an essential need. Taxes should go to essentials. Rich people can pay for all the art they want. Yep, get rid of all the extra stuff that the government pays taxes for. Just get rid of it, period. And let that be privately run. And then have government-controlled hospitals, schools, and not even controlled, but funded. Government-funded hospitals, schools, and infrastructure. And everything else private. And when I say government, I mean the government actually does the hiring of construction workers. I don't want to do government contract like road work. I don't want that to be given to the cheapest bidder. I want actually government controlled construction, because what happens is fraud. If people, the cheapest bidders, and then they don't finish the job, right? We have shit infrastructure. I'd be very happy if my taxes paid for those things, and then let the Elon Musk of the world pay for the other stuff.
Yeah, good luck making that happen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, those laws would never get passed because the Elon Musk of the world would pay a lot of money to make sure those laws don't get passed. So I'm definitely living in a dream world, but that would be my dream world. And yes, in certain aspects, that would make my life harder. Like national parks. Privatize those. Privatize all the museums. Museums might be education, right? I don't know where the line is there. But art centers, privatize all that stuff.
They call it the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
I don't know. The question always is, where do you draw the line between what is education and what is not? Where is the line between healthcare and what is not? Is dental part of healthcare? Where's the line between healthcare? What is covered and what is not? So I heard that. It means I have to end the stream. All right. I'll loop around, I'll loop around, park this tractor, and
same here. I'll get it parked.
Another George Carlin reference.
I'm a big fan of him.
McGarrett, how's it going?
But what's scary is so much of his content still pertains to today. He's been... when did he pass away? 2008? Yeah.
Someone that had real sight into the future, right? Someone that saw he saw the issues coming. All right. I'll just get parked right there. Shut her down.
There.
Yeah. Let's pull forward so the cultivator's on the field. Looks silly not being on the field.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me do the same thing, ain't you?
There. Now it doesn't look silly. Beautiful, beautiful case tractor. I didn't make you do anything, Duke. Whatever you did, you voluntarily did the thing. You were running the farm-all? Yeah, farm-all, right?
Yep.
Oh, there's Duke jumping.
You really think I'd be running one of them green things?
Good going, even though I'm sitting down. Yeah, I think that Disker is a pretty decent Disker. Like you said, it's not really a lot wider than the other one, but it's like 1.5 feet wider than the other one. So that it's 2 or 3 passes less at the end of the field, right? So
It gets the job done. That's the main thing.
a little bit wider. It says it requires 50 or 85 horsepower, and that tractor is 80 horsepower, but it does it. It does it without
Fine,
really
yeah.
complaining. It works.
I hear bees.
You do hear bees.
I hear bees.
I always think these rims are so. The wheel design is so unique.
You're all muddy. You need a bath.
Is that a split rim? Like,
No, I don't think so. No, that's not a split rim.
so just the way the bolt pattern you have your 6 bolts, but they're not on the hub. They're way out on the outside. It's a super unique design that definitely didn't catch on. Definitely did not catch on. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna bail out of here. Those poppies. There's poppies growing in the field. At least we're getting rid of them. Okay. I'm gonna bail out of here. Is there someone to redirect to? Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look. Let's see if there's anyone out here. We got Peanut and hey, Prehistoric Farmer is on here. Let's redirect to him. Let's go say hi to him. It looks like he's playing Rust. Yeah, let's go find out. Okay, I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.